everyone. I have some thoughts on the second part of our monster motivations, and that one is envy. And so, envy being, similar to greed, I think that, people get envy and greed sort of mishmashed. I think that's, but for me, envy is a whole lot more than just greed. If you're greedy, you want stuff, things, more food, more sex, more drugs, more whatever it is that you want more of, and you're going to go and get as much as you possibly can. That's greed. Envy, though, is something different. For me, envy has a target. There's something very specific about envy. If you think about the Lord of the Rings, and you think that, whenever the ring was tempting someone, and that, to me, that's envy. It is, you has it, and I wants it, and I needs it, and I wants it, but you has it, and I'm going to kill you to get it. It just immediately takes you to the complete extreme of, I'm going to do anything takes, whatever it takes to get what you have. You have something I want. Gives me the preciouses and I wants it. It's very, or even just Boromir, where he's just like, why do you have it? I should have it. It should have been mine. You give it to me. And he was going to cut them down. It was, it will twist and turn someone that is normally not that way into something that they're not. It can drive someone mad. What's the saying? Keeping up with the Joneses. You look over at your neighbor. Oh, look at them. They've got all the pink flamingos. Why? I want pink flamingos. Maybe I want their pink flamingos. I'll go in the night and take their flamingos out of their yard, put them in my yard. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bit of a tangent, but envy is a fantastic way to motivate, I think, evil NPCs. And characters can even have envy. They'll want something that someone else can have, or they want something that somebody else has. But let's say that you have one of the classics, the king is envious of his neighbor, and he wants that kingdom's land, or he wants that kingdom's, docks for their ships, or something that they want. And so he hires the adventurers to go out, and because there's these horrible bandits raiding, and things are going on, so he hires the adventurers to go and just kill these bandits and things. And so the adventurers, maybe they go, oh yeah, okay, well, let's go out there. Well, but it turns out that the bandits are actually the huntsmen and guardsmen of the neighboring kingdom. And even though they keep saying, oh no, we're not bad guys or whatever, the adventurers don't listen. Maybe they are completely bamboozled. Isn't that a fun word? They're bamboozled by the other king because of the high charisma. Like, oh, go and kill these folks for me. Then he can move in and take over their land. He's envious. He wants what they have, or they're hired to go and steal something from somebody because they're told that that wizard that has that orb is evil. Go and steal it for me, but really it's just envy. But they're too chicken-hearted to do it themselves. They're not willing to go and actually fight for it or kill for it themselves, so they'll hire the adventurers to go and do it. That to me is envy, and I think it's a really good sin. It's a good one to use. It's interesting to plug into some of the writing to give them a little touch of it. Maybe, this person has some envy, maybe not enough to murder, but they want what somebody else has. It's more of a target than just greed. So there's my thoughts on envy. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I don't have a lot of it myself, so it's very sort of difficult for me to write it. But if you go there, you put that hat on and you stretch your imagination and think about, what are you envious of someone else? Like, oh, I wish I had their fame, fortune, glory, mate, car, clothes, body, hair, whatever, something that they have that you wish you had, even though you're probably not willing to go and, jump on them and scalp them for their hair, or something like that. That's pretty bad. But yeah, and that can help you in your writing, I think. So how would you use envy? I want to know. Tell me in the comments. How would you use envy in your writing, in NPCs, and in classic adventures? Let's think about some of the modules that we've all hopefully played. Dark Sun or Ravenloft, or Ravenloft would be a good one for all of these sins, of course, because the land itself is pure evil and it keeps tempting you to be evil. So maybe your adventurers are transported to Ravenloft, and then in the back of their head, oh, look over there. Look at that shiny sword that other person has. I bet you'd like to have a shiny sword like that, Mr. Paladin. Let me tempt you with thoughts of envy. You could just take it, and it starts off small. Oh, you could just take it when they're asleep, or you could just take it when they're not looking, and then it would be yours, and then you would have the awesome shiny sword. But it starts as that little whisper in their mind. Envy doesn't quit, though. Envy drives. It wants. It says, oh, well, if you're not going to go and take it when they're not looking, then, well, it's important that you have that sword. You should have that sword. You should challenge them to a duel for that sword because you're a righteous paladin. You should have a shiny sword. It'll get to the point where eventually, if they go mad enough, they'll attack them, kill them, find a way to get that sword because they're envious. They wants it. They needs it. The precious is. They needs it. Okay, stop Gollum. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. Lord of the Rings tangent. Hope everybody has a wonderful, for me, it's Saturday. Could be any day for you that you're watching this. And I hope that you enjoy using this motivation. Tell me in the comments how you would use this motivation. What are you envious of? And as always, friends, good journey.